Hello, everyone. We are live. made it think twice. I don't know what happened, but anyway, I am back. I am Michelle Jones. For those of you that don't know me, I am a naturopath, a functional nutritionist, iridologist, and herbalist. So I am a health coach who teaches people how to create their medicinal gardens, how to plant their food, how to turn that food into medicine. Today, we're going to be talking about how to create your probiotics. So, if you guys jumped in here because we saw the post saying that we are going to be creating our probiotic in the simplest way, then you are on the right space. I love doing everything from scratch, but sometimes you just don't have the time to do it or the resources to do it. So we have just moved here to Fiji. We have been here for a couple of months already, but our shipment of our utensils, our kitchen appliances, all of that stuff has not arrived yet. Yes, we have our basics. I never travel without my all-purpose, all-in-one cooker, which is a godsend. I never travel without my Kangen machine, which is over there that creates my ionized water. So we have the basics that we have that we travel with. So I'm going to show you how you can create your probiotics in the simplest way. Now, I have all these different milks here because you can create your yogurt, sorry, not probiotic, your yogurt with full cream milk, with soy milk, with coconut milk, with powdered milk. You can use UHT, you can use pasteurized, you can use raw milk. I will always say that use the healthiest, most organic option you have available for you. Now, as I mentioned on the post, I am living in Fiji right now. We are going to be living here for the next 3 years. So this is going to be home for the next 3 years. So I need to create my yogurt based on what I have available here. And what that is mostly UHT milk or powdered milk. So you can make yogurt even with powdered milk, even with UHT milk. Now, the amount of goodness of your yogurt or your finished product will depend on the raw materials that you had started with. That being said, starting with whatever it is that you've got is better than you buying from the shops, and you also learn how to tweak things so that they work better, or you can improve their taste, or you can improve their goodness. Okay, so we're going to be talking about a lot of that. Also, if you are not part yet of the Michelle Jones coaching group on Facebook, jump in. It is a free group where I teach people how to grow their medicinal plants, how to start off with a medicinal garden, how to convert food into medicine, how to create your extracts, your teas, your tinctures. If you look over how they move over there, you will see a row of this herb that I've got here that I'm creating into my extract. I have my banana vinegar there, so you can create vinegar with banana. I've also thought about creating different fruit vinegars, from apple vinegar, mango vinegar, um, and how to create your own powdered, capsules. So if you want to learn more about those sort of things, make sure you jump into that platform, because I don't share all the information on my social media, and I try and limit all those teaching videos in that platform alone. Okay, so we're going to be talking about yogurt. Yogurt is something that a lot of people buy from the shops, and yet very few know how to identify good yogurt. Good yogurt has to be plain yogurt with live cultures in it. If it doesn't have any live cultures, then it's not giving you the probiotic that you need. All right? Live cultures mean you've got live bacteria in it that can actually help inoculate your gut so that it gets rid of the bad bacteria. It helps proliferate more of the good bacteria that your body needs to actually be able to complete the functions that it needs. Remember that we have a lot of our hormones in our gut. If we don't have the right probiotics in our gut, then our gut cannot help us function optimally. Our happy hormones are in our gut. Our growth hormones are produced in our gut as well. So we need to protect our gut. The best way to do that is with probiotics, with fermented foods, with yogurt. Okay. Yogurt, again, is one of the simplest things. You can go to the shops and buy yogurt with fruit. When you buy yogurt that's already in fruit, the sugars in that fruit can actually diminish the yogurts, the amazing yogurt that you have, or the amazing bacteria that you've got in your yogurt. Sweet stuff is needed to ferment some foods. Prebiotics are needed to ferment probiotics. But when you have it in the yogurt stored for a long time, that sugar can actually ruin the goodness of your yogurt. If you want something sweet, you're better off with plain yogurt. And just before you're about to use it, you organize it with your berries or your nuts or your honey. Okay. You don't prepare that ahead, because that actually, again, as I said, ruins what you have in your yogurt. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is using the UHT. UHT means heated milk. It's heated to get rid of all the bacteria and all the toxins in it, to make sure it's safe for consumption. Now, that statement is that statement is taken differently by different groups of people. You just see my dog pass by. Some people prefer raw. When you heat it, you get rid of all the other enzymes that are beneficial in milk. Now, there's another school of thought saying that if you don't heat it, it can actually be toxic, because you don't know how it's been collected and so on and so forth. So, you want fresh milk? Have your own cows, milk your own cows. If you don't, you will have to heat your milk for safety. And if you're like me, you're in a new place, you don't have access to organic milk, raw milk, then you get what's available in the shops. And this is what we got. So we're going to be using this. I also found natural Greek yogurt in our, here you go, in our grocery here. If you look at it, it says natural yogurt is made of 100% natural ingredients. It contains 5 strains of friendly probiotics, which helps maintain good gut. Unfortunately, I can't see exactly which probiotics it's got. It just says probiotic starter culture. Now, what does that mean? Usually, when you create yogurt, you start off with a yogurt starter, which is a probiotic starter culture. So that's what it's got. Now, it doesn't identify what's in it. When you buy, this is processed here, this is created here. When you buy usually yogurts from Australia, you actually see what probiotic is in that yogurt. Oh, by the way, let me just see the comments. All right. Hi, Michelle. Hello. Thank you for joining. Tell me who you are and where you're joining from, because on this platform where I'm coming in live, I don't see your names. I don't see it until I go into the individual social media platforms. We are on 8 platforms right now. So let me know who you are and where you're joining from. So I know who you are. And if you got any questions, please do type up your questions. Okay. So I was talking about the different types of probiotics in your yogurt. Now, most of the time, yogurts use lactobacillus and streptococcus bacteria in their yogurts. Now, the variety of the lactobacillus depends on the company that creates the yogurt. Now, when you say yogurt, a lot of the times it actually has to contain 2 types of strains. Now, does anyone know what it is? Type it up. I want to see who among you knows what should actually be in your yogurt. I'm going to check the chat and make sure. Hello, Chandrika. Hi, hi, hi. I am missing Colombo so much. Hoping to see you guys again. Okay, do you guys know? I am going to share that with you. If you still want to guess, do type it up. I will not wait too long because I don't want this video to go for very long. The two species that usually is in yogurt and by law should be in yogurt is Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus. Okay. Now, some companies put in acidophilus, some of them put casein, some of them put I'm, I can't remember what the last one was that I checked out from the shops before I left, but bifidus, that's right. Bifidus regularis is another one that I've actually seen. So you will have different flavors depending on the probiotics that you've got in there. The effects as well in your system will be different. So it would be wise to try all of them. Ideally, the first two that I've mentioned is what you should go for. But I still believe that unless you truly have tried all the different strains, then you don't know what your body is really needing, right? Now, our body is made of billions of bacteria. And the thing is, they're made of billions of different strains. And if you're only if you're only providing your body with maybe 2 or 3 of those strains, because most of the times when you buy probiotics from the shops, you're getting acidophilus or you're getting bulgaricus. In some countries, you only have casein available or streptococcus strains available. So when you're not providing your body with all of that, then you're still in an imbalanced state. To allow your body to have a balanced state, try and provide it all the different strains that you can have access to. Okay, so give it a go. This one, I have no clue what's in it. I will give it a try anyway. If you have a way of actually buying from your shops those fridge bought or fridge stored starters that identify what the different strains are, that's a really good way to get started. However, here I don't have that available for me. In the US, you can get it. In Australia and Canada, you can get all those. But again, it's not impossible to create a good probiotic from, a good yogurt when you just have the store-bought ones. Making it from home allows you to use the best type of milk that's available in your market and the best type of yogurt that's available to your market, and you're already ahead when you do that. And because you're constantly just feeding that bacteria, then again as well you are making a good starter for yourself, because when you create your own yogurt, you set aside a bit of it to create your next batch. Okay, all right. Now, what am I going to use? Why am I saying this is the simplest method? I am going to be using my all-in-one Philips cooker. Now, if you don't have a Philips cooker and you just have your pots and pans, I will be showing you how best to create your probiotic using those on another event or another video in the Michelle Jones coaching platform. So again, if you haven't jumped into that one, do join. And it'll ask you a question. It'll say, where did you see me? Who invited you? Just please answer those questions at the start so that I can let you into the group. Okay, it's a very intimate group where I know most of the people there, or I know how they've known about me, and I want to keep it that way because I share a lot of knowledge in that based on my experiences, my clinical practice. Okay, so you don't need to come to my clinic. You don't need to pay for my fees. I teach you in that platform. All right, so let's get started. Using full cream, a whole liter is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to just be putting it in this spot here. And why I'm doing that is because this amazing all-in-one cooker actually has a yogurt function. Now, if you've got a dehydrator, the dehydrator has a yogurt setting as well. In that case, when you have a yogurt setting in your dehydrator, depending on the type of milk you're going to be using, you might need to boil your milk first. But all of that I will explain better in the Michelle Jones coaching platform. So if you guys are watching from that platform, we are going to be going through how you can create your soy, your coconut yogurt, your vegan yogurts. Okay, so in this one, I'm just going to be showing the simplest one. So this is a whole liter of milk. I did bring this milk out an hour ago so that it is not cold. When you start off with cold milk, it takes longer for the whole process to take place. So always start off with your ingredients at room temperature. Now I am just tilting this one so it doesn't splatter everywhere. Again, I am just using the Anchor UHT milk that we have available here in Fiji. There you go. And I am going to be using this Tiffin natural Greek style probiotic yogurt. Now, that was 1 liter of milk. With 1 liter of milk, I'm going to be adding half a cup of this yogurt. Now, how do you know if your yogurt is still okay? You want to make sure that there's not a lot of the liquid stuff. You can have some liquid stuff. You can add the liquid stuff because you just get rid of that, right? You don't want to be eating the liquid stuff, or some do. I actually like the formed stuff. So I'm going to add the liquid and the formed in my half cup, okay? I don't mind if it's just a little bit more than half. That is fine. And I'm just going to add that there. And I have my yogurt has also been brought out an hour ago. So the yogurt and my milk has been brought out an hour ago to just get to a good, comfortable temperature. This is still cool to the touch. It's not warm at all. You don't want your yogurt to go warm, right? Except for the one that you're making. But this one is cool to the touch, but not cold. I got my silicone whisk. I'm just going to whisk it just a little bit so that it mixes well. Not too much. And then that is it. We actually put this now in that cooker. Now, if you want a more formed yogurt, you can put powdered milk in it. A lot of the gurus say the powdered milk makes it more stable, but my suggestion is going to be just see what your milk creates first. Unless you know what it creates, you don't know if you're actually needing to add that powdered formula or powdered milk into your yogurt mix, right? So this is only 1 liter. 1 liter gets used up very fast in our family. Although it's just myself and my husband now, we do have a dog. We give our dog yogurt, keeps his gut healthy, and everyone's happy. All right, so I just put that there. I'm gonna put the cover with the all-purpose cooker. Oops, you can put it on seal if it's a pressure cook, but this is not a pressure cook, so I'm just gonna have the vent open for that one. I'm gonna close it, and then I'm gonna turn this thing on. There is a yogurt setting, and it says 8 hours. Now, if you want your yogurt to not be too tangy, then you don't want it to go on for 8 hours. You might just want it for 4 or 6. I will try. Every time I try something new, I just keep the normal setting. So I'm just gonna click start. Once you know what happens in the normal setting for your yogurt, for anything that you create, then you make the adjustments, right? So again, we just used the whole UHT, 1 liter. With 1 liter, it was half a cup of yogurt. So this is the yogurt that I added in. I've got no starter. I've got no probiotic capsules that I'm adding into that one. Just those 2 ingredients in an all-purpose cooker, and that's going to go on for 8 hours. At the end of 8 hours, I'm going to see how it looks like. If I want it to firm up even more or cool down, I'll just put it inside my oven to allow it to cool till, maybe the morning. Otherwise, you can start getting it ready after about a couple of hours, put it in the fridge. Another thing to consider is it is 4 o'clock here, 8 hours takes that all the way to midnight. If I just leave it there, it will cool down by another 2 or 4 hours, I can come out and put that in the fridge. So the amount of time your yogurt's going to be in that container will depend on two things: what time it is when you get started, when you create your yogurt, how tangy you want your yogurt to be. The longer it stays fermenting that way in warm conditions, the tangier it gets. If you want it sweeter, then you want it for a lesser amount of time. So I am going to have to, again, probably reset. I just realized what time it is here. So 4, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. I might just do 6 hours for this one. So all I have to do, looking at my container here, is I cancel, click yogurt, go cooking time, and then just minus. It'll go to 6. I can start. That'll give me 6 hours, not too tangy. I can check it out and I can actually transfer it and prepare it to go into the fridge or the oven, depending on what it tastes like and how it looks. I'm going to share those photos with you no matter what platform you joined me in underneath the video so you can see what it looks like. And I would encourage you guys to, again, join me in the Michelle Jones coaching so that you can see the rest of it. If you have questions right now, do type them up so that I can answer your questions. But the other things I'm going to be just adding is, in the Michelle Jones coaching platform, we are going to do a yogurt month for March. Every Tuesday in March, we are going to be talking about a different type of yogurt. So with coconut yogurt, with soy yogurt, we're going to be talking about the different vegan yogurt options that you have. And I'm going to be sharing with you a video that I did. Oh my goodness, when was that? Way back when I was in Canberra, where I did the whole process of the pot with the thermometer, and so on. As soon as my items do arrive, because it's expected to arrive in the middle of March, I will also again create another one with all that gadget. But I think it's really important to note that you don't need all those gadgets to create your own yogurt. And that's why we will have the normal cooking from the pot, putting it in a Pyrex container, putting it inside the oven, or putting it in any glass container for that matter. I also have these containers. Remember, you can recycle what you've got. So if you've got just a coffee recycled bottle or jar, sorry, you can use that too. So we're going to be talking about all those things in our Michelle Jones coaching platform, because instead of preparing them in a container like my all-purpose cooker over there, right? Where is it? Sorry. Just give me a sec. There you go. So instead of putting it in an all-purpose cooker like that, you can actually prepare them in containers like this, or even in the smaller 250 ml containers, so that once you prepare them, you can put them in your fridge and you can get whichever you want so that you can take them to work. Or you've got measured amounts for your children or for yourself at home, right? Just make sure you've got enough fridge space when you do that. If you don't have a lot of fridge space, a big container like this is actually quite good. This is a 1 liter container. Okay, so guys, I hope you found that helpful. Again, I'm going to share with you all how this one looks like. Let me just check out questions. Okay, what is that appliance known as, please? The one where I have my yogurt in right now is called the all-in-one cooker by Philips. It's one of my favorites because I can do my risotto, my rice, I can steam, I can bake, I can make my yogurt, I can, what does it say? I can stew. I also use it when I need to make my infused oils. So for those of you that don't know how to use something like that, or a crock pot for an infused oil, then join the Michelle Jones coaching group. Okay, love that cooker. I've got, I think, 2 or 3 of those. I made sure I had one in our luggage when we arrived. Next question. Yes, why on earth there are so many different yogurt? Yes, well, it is a money making thing, isn't it? People know how um, healthy it is to actually have or eat yogurt. So why not create more of it? But the problem is, not all of them are stringently checked, right? As long as they don't have molds, as long as they don't have any buildup, as long as they are, as long as you can eat them, then they're fine. They go on the shelves. They aren't necessarily checked for the health properties, for the bacteria in it. Okay, we'd like to think that they're being honest when they share it. I am going to share with you guys also a really, really important test to know if the yogurt that you're making has live culture. Okay, so once this gets done, I'm going to create another video of how you can see if that yogurt has live cultures, because how do you know, right, if you've created something that's good? So watch out for it on our Michelle Jones coaching group. I don't have that appliance. Yes. So I mentioned that in the Michelle Jones coaching platform, I am going to be showing you how to create your yogurt just with a pot. So we're going to be boiling your milk. We're going to be preparing the yogurt in a pot, and then I'm going to show you how you prep it and how you allow it to ferment. Okay, you basically ferment it just in a dark place. Usually the oven. The oven's usually where I put it. You don't light the oven up, you just store it in there. But I'll show you all that in our Michelle Jones coaching platform. So if you're not in that platform, jump in. Okay. Next one, can you do it on the normal cooker? Yep, exactly. So like the first question, we are going to be using just a pot, like a pot. Let me show you what I mean. As long as you got a big pot like this, a soup pot, you can make your yogurt. You don't need any of the high-tech cookers. You don't need the yogurt makers. You just need a pot, and you can create your own yogurt. Okay, and that's what I'm going to be showing you in our Michelle Jones coaching platform. As I said, the whole of March is going to be yogurt making month. And this is basically our introduction to what's going to be happening in March. Okay, so if you're not yet in that platform, join in that platform. Thank you guys. Yes, okay. Waiting to receive you in Sri Lanka. Yes, I can't wait to actually go there. Come, definitely going back to visit friends and the church and the clinic, and hopefully be able to do some lectures while I'm there as well. We'll let you know when that happens. Anyway, that is it from me. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've got any questions, type it up and I'll try and go through those questions. Otherwise, join the Michelle Jones Coaching Facebook platform. It's a free Facebook page. It is a private group. So you will be asked questions in that group to be able to be let into the group. So please do answer those questions. And you're going to be asked to accept the rules of the group. So do accept the rules so that we can have you there and you can learn everything about probiotics in the month of March. Have a great day, everyone. And remember, when you make your own food, when you make your own medicine, you know exactly what you're taking. You know how to adjust it, and you know how to, I'll be teaching you, how to test it so that you know that you're using the healthiest that you can. Have a great day, everyone. Again, this is Michelle Jones, and I wish you all good health. Bye.